What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we finished up hanging around in the village and made our way up through the Ymir Valley because the Magic Knight was on its way to the village, so we had to be worried about taking that out. Thankfully, with the help of Valimar, the Ashen Knight, we were able to take down the Magic Knight. But then, right as we finished, we were visited by Vita, also known as, well, we knew her as Misty. She used to be the radio host that Reed would listen to. Sent her bird familiar over to talk to us, basically telling us, oh, we've been looking for you, blah, blah, blah. We couldn't find you until we saw that there was a Magic Knight in the area. And then as that was happening, we heard some bullet sounds coming from down in Ymir, and it seems like some Jaeger Corps are attacking Ymir, trying to get Princess Alphen at Duke Cayenne's, was it Duke Cayenne? No, it was Duke Alberea. So, Eustace's father is sending Jaegers to kidnap Princess Alphen, probably for the Noble Alliance, so we need to head back and stop this from happening. It's an old spirit monument. Any spiritual power it once had has all but faded away. Alright, let's head back to Ymir and see if we can do anything to stop what's kind of going on right now. Kind of funny they are actually going to have us, like, walk back. A good question. Yeah, we don't have time. Yeah, let's just head back. I'm not gonna worry about fighting on our way back. We fought everything on the way up. Elise, are you okay? I can't believe they sent Jaegers to Ymir. Looks like the Noble Alliance doesn't even care about trying to keep up appearances anymore. That Angua said she has nothing to do with it, though. It's true, this kind of thing really isn't her style. If she were to abduct someone, trust me, she'd happily enjoy squeezing the life out of such a nasty spectacle to the very last drop. I suppose it just goes to show the Noble Alliance isn't quite as united as it looks. Yep, we did meet her. I guess now a good time as any to ask. Just who is Misty? I mean, Vita Clotilde anyway. I know Misty, the radio show host, and Clotilde, the opera singer, were both just acts. She's a member of the Hexen clan too. She's known as the Witch of the Abyss, and she vanished after breaking a taboo 7 years ago. Think of her as like a sister to Emma. And that blue bird who's usually with her, Grianos, is a familiar like me. A witch? A familiar? Well, I'm lost. But in short, she's related to you and Emma, right? Essentially, yes. Emma's been trying to find Vita ever since she disappeared. She had to put that on hold when her duty required her to join the academy. But how could we have missed her when she was so close that whole time? Wait a second. Misty spent a fair amount of time in Trista, going to and from the radio station building. She was popular among the students, too. And yet all that time, all those months, you never once realized her true identity? Something's off about that. Vita likely used some form of curse to keep us from finding out. Witches are capable of interfering with the laws of casuality, we've heard that before, and the cognitive abilities of others. She probably made it so no information regarding her or her whereabouts would ever reach us. That sounds so frightening. Casuality is something we're going to hear a lot about in these games. Tell me about it. It makes sense, though. She wouldn't be the only Anguis to know how to mess with someone's cognitive abilities. Alright. Well, yeah, that's true. So, that means Toval is obviously aware of what Weissman did to Joshua. Alright, that's all I need to know for now. I do think that was a direct reference to Joshua, by the way. You know, obviously how Joshua was, unawareingly so, leaking information back to Weissman, even though, you know, he was just like, I left, you know, Ouroboros, I'm not nothing to do with them, but in reality, he was still under his thumb. Anyway, have you caught your breath, Elise? Yes, thank you. We can keep going. Good. Let's get to Ymir. Nice to have an adult in the group helping out. Oh yeah, really hearing those bullets.
Ymir で銃を威嚇の可能性もある冷静に迅速に行くぞ
Yeah, realistically, if it was like, if they were just slaughtering the entire village, you would expect to hear non-stop gunfire, not just little pop shots. Alright, we made it back. Well, there are still people alive, but everything's on fire. Even the railway station. Oh, was that Moritz? Alphen and Reen's mother? Oh, heavens. Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you. But, there you are. What group are they from? I can't tell at first glance. Oh, the Northern Jaegers. We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Cruisin province. So the Northern Jaegers, they're from Northumbria, which makes sense, Northern. By the order of its Lord Duke Alberea, we are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness. No. Wow. Auntie Lucia. Out of the way, woman. I ask that you leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness. You've got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our order is that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear? Please don't. Don't you dare lay a hand on them. Reen's father? God, who are you? Uncle Tio. Darling. I am Baron of Ymir, Tio Schwarzer. And I will serve as your opponent. Begin! Well, he can move. Oh, damn. Alright, he got one of them. Ugh. Bah. Not all talk, I see. The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Arcade, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same. For a guy who they're not giving a voice, he's so cool. Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him. I love... They're literally throwing shade at the ones they're being paid by. But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we tried this. Alf? I'm sorry, Mr. Baron. You cowards, have you no shame? All that matters is that we Jaegers fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. I don't know if we ever really saw Shirley, you know, hold a child at gunpoint. I mean, I'm sure she would if she had to, but it almost feels like these people have less shame than even Red Constellation did. Fail to cooperate, you know what happens next. Ugh. Oh no. Guy lifted his gun. It sounded like a machine gun. There's fire everywhere. Uh-oh. What are they seeing? Reen's mother is on the ground. And Reen's father is in a pool of blood. Uh-oh. Yup. Oh, he's going in. You guys are done. Yep, bye. Die.
化け物。
兄様兄様ダメです。
I mean, they deserve it.
憎悪に任せて剣を振るってはそれでは8年前のあの日と同じです。
Hey man, I say they get what they deserve.
まだ息がある。男爵閣下は生きてるぞ。待ってろ。すぐ応急処置を。
こっちも気を失っているだけみたいよ。ええ、先ほど当て身を受けてしまっただけです。おばさま、しっかりしてください。父様、母様。
Yep, calm it down.
兄様、よかった。大丈夫ですか、兄様。
すまない、エリゼ。俺はまた自分を見失って。
Can't really blame him.
いいえ、いいえ。兄様はちゃんとこうして戻ってきてくれました。それ以上に大切なことなんてありません。
エリゼ、すまない、本当に。
おばさま、大丈夫ですか？
Oh, no, no. No, kill them. They knocked over the Mishi snowman. They gotta go. Nyeh. Seems like she's okay. Your Highness, you're unharmed.
おばさまたちのおかげです。本当になんてお礼を言っていいか。
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
やれやれ、こっちは平気そうね。ドバルさん、父様は？
応急処置はしたが、それでもかなりの重傷だ。すぐにでも治療できる場所へ運んだ方がいいだろう。
そんな。
父さん。
やれやれ、先走ってくれたものだわ。
Oh, you stuck around for it. Okay.
ビータ、あんた。
結社の第二使とまだ絡んでくるつもりか。
一応心配になって様子を見に来たのだけど、しかしアルバレア公も面倒なことをしてくれるわね。よっぽど海援港を出し抜きたいんでしょうけど、さすがに切削だったわね。
So it's like they said not all the nobles are on the same page. So even the nobles are trying to outnoble each other. Duke Albaret wants to be in charge of everything, even though Duke Cayenne is the one kind of in charge right now.
人事みたいに。
そう怒らないで。お詫びと言ってはなんだけど、今後片付けをしてあげる。
Clean up his mess.
お眠り、坊やたち。母の腕に抱かれて愛の沼へと沈みましょう。
Meaning what?
子守歌。
いや、これは。
そのまま山を下りなさい。アルバレア港にはユミルに異常なしとの報告を。
はい、ママ。
Well, at that speed, it's gonna take a while.
たまげたな。これが魔女の力ってやつか。
騒がせてしまったお詫びよ。これでしばらくこの里は目をつけられないでしょう。この程度の埋め合わせじゃ許してくれないでしょうけど。その
ミスティさん、あなたは。
油断しちゃダメよ。この女はそんなに甘くないわ。目標を補足しました。
What? Hello? She has one of those things just like, Milliam. Uh-oh.
エルゼ、天下。
しまった。あなたが。
So she really just did it out of her own self-benefit.
ダメね、君たち。お姫様たちから目を離すなんて。ナイトとしては失格よ。離してください。
I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to slip out of that.
拘束完了しました。
Black-clad girl.
第一、第二目標と認定。任務達成と判断します。
Okay, it's one thing for them to want Alphen. Why did they want Elise? Yeah, she has the same puppet thing that Milliam does.
なんだ
Just
お
a
前は。
black one instead of a
一
white
体
one.
どういうつもりだ。それにその人形は。
イリアムってこのあれと同じ。だが、あんたが連れてきたってことは、結社の執行者ってところか。
質問の意図が不明です。この子は結社の一員じゃないわ。とある筋から貴族連合へ送られた裏の協力者といったところね。帝国解放戦線に西風の旅団、そして我が見喰らう蛇と同じく。
Right.
やばい名前を次々と。
さしずめ私は意地悪な魔女。
Why are we just standing here? Couldn't, like, we attack her? Not Vita, obviously, she's not actually here.
この子は案内人の黒ウサギといったところかしらね。されごとクロチルダ様、撤退の指示を。この地にとどまる理由はありません。ええ、行きましょう。兄様、兄様、兄さん。
エルゼ、天下。ふざけるな。二人を離せ。
すでに物語は始まっている。あがいて苦しんで幾多の試練を乗り越えて、青の騎士の待つ舞台に見事たどり着いてみせなさい。楽しみにさせてもらうわよ、リーン・シュバルツァー君。
うわー！待っていてくれ、二人とも。絶対に取り戻してみせるから。
They added an extra line there that he didn't actually say. Same time, cruise in province airspace. Okay. So that's a noble line. Yep, okay. The Pantic rule. Man, how do you fight something like that? Obviously a very similar looking model to what Ouroboros had in Libero. That's a globe. What do we have here? Oh, it's the Rufus. That's right.
何が見えるかね
And Dukayen and Crow.
これは海援校。それに青の騎士殿。
I guess Rufus is technically a noble.
どうかねルーファス君。遥かな高みから地上を見下ろすというのはなかなか愉快なものだろう
I don't know. I mean, from where he's standing, you can't really see out the window too well.
それが勝利の決まっている戦場の空ともなればなおさらに。
いえ、私ごとき若輩者にその余裕はとてもありません。今この時も地上は戦火と硝煙の匂いに満ちている。それを思えば領民たちのことが気がかりでもありますから。
その若さで何とも思慮深いことだ。さすがはアルバレア公自慢のご子息といったところか。お父上も君の働きぶりにさぞ鼻の高い思いをしていよ
う。Do you have a son?
もったいなきお言葉。未熟な身ではありますが、主催たる閣下の期待に添える働きをさせてもらう所存です。
Wasn't that because you're wearing green?
頼りにしているよ、貴族連合軍総参謀殿。混乱にあえぐ民のためにも我々は力を結集し、迅速に戦を終結に導かねばなるまい。今後の戦略はまとまっているだろうね。
帝国全土の支配率は今や6割に達しています。ですが未だ正規軍も5割の戦力を残している状況。残存する機構手段を東西でいかに分断するかが今後の鍵となるでしょう。
結構。そのための君であり、機構兵部隊というわけだ。オーレリア将軍にオーレス准将、両方軍きっての英雄たちもいる。
New names?
歌姫殿や多くの協力者たちも我々に力を貸してくれている。勝利は目前、そう思わないかね、クロウアームブラスト君。
どうだかな。
I don't think we need an introduction.
言っておくが、鬼神だって万能じゃない。ガレリア要塞を消滅させちまったクロスベルの新規だったか。
So yeah, obviously they're aware of what kind of so the ions that we fought against in Crossbell, or that we evaded, I guess, to an extent. The Divine Knights don't even compare to those.
あそこまでの非常識な力はさすがに持ち合わせていないしな。
我らが騎士殿は随分と謙虚なことだ。
It's very interesting that they could have all that information despite the fact that the ions didn't really come over here.
今はクロスベル方面とわざわざことを構える必要はない。
You won't have to worry about it at all because Lloyd handles everything.
キリアス・オズボーン。
Well, or so we think. Lecter doesn't seem too sure.
愛おしくも忌まわしき我らが宿敵はすでに倒れた。当面は帝国という器を濁らせてきた泥水を徹底的に洗い流すとしよう。
That is the interesting thing though here. Obviously the end of Azure led us to believe that Osborne wasn't killed by that gunshot. But let's say you started with Cold Steel, which I did. I played Cold Steel 1 and 2, and then I went back to the Sky games initially when I first got into the series. So, when I saw Osborne get shot in Cold Steel 2, or Cold Steel 1, I was like, oh, he's dead. But obviously Azure leads you to believe otherwise, but I guess we'll see.
貴族による支配というあるべき姿を取り戻すためにもな。
A land ruled by nobles where you make all the commoners your slaves? Lovely.
御意に。
そうそう。 もう一人の騎士についてだが、そちらもなんとか引き込めないか策を講じているところでね。
You're funny.
しきたる君にも協力してもらうかもしれない。ま、考えておいてくれたまえ。
了解だ。
Crow already has to know at this point. That's a 0% chance of happening.
そこまで甘くはない。そう言わんばかりの顔だね。
まあな。鉄道憲兵隊に情報局。正規軍以外にも厄介な連中がいる。
I mean, I think even Rufus has met Reen enough times to know that he wouldn't just join this.
赤き翼も取り逃がしちまったし、それ以外にも動きがありそうだ。あんたの弟もそうだが、甘く見ない方がいいんじゃねえか。
せいぜい公爵家の気骨を見せてもらうだけさ。我が弟もそれくらいは心得ているだろうしね。それにそれを打ち砕くための諸君だ。そうではないかね。
That is one heck of a lineup you've got here. Obviously, some faces we already know, like Duvali and Blue Blanc. The two Jaegers on the right, obviously, they have Zephyr on their chest. The two on the left are obviously part of the Liberation Front. And then we saw in the intro, the guy in the back is named McBurn. But beyond that, the game hasn't told us anything about him yet. Teehee, you're so right. Heh, feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
だが、これも戦場の常。まあ、せいぜい派手に盛り上げさせてもらいますわ。
私たちはあくまで一時的に協力するだけですわ。
美しき花火が存分に見られるといいのだが。
ま、ほどほどに手を貸してやるさ。
Look at this guy.
確かに。この化け物ども相手じゃ、万が一もありえねえか。
そういうことだ。獅子戦役の再現、裏側の方は君たちに任せた。
Unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment.
相手は子供たちに赤き翼、そして遊郭の若獅子たち。それでは存分に心ゆくまで盛り上げてくれたまえ。
Up and there we're gonna get our intro now. I'll let it play. All right, well, that's the end of the prologue. How do you like that? So that's where we kind of end things off. Obviously, Ymir is kind of safe, I guess. I mean, Vita helped us get rid of the Jaegers, but in turn still took Alphen and Elise. So very unfortunate to lose those two. And we kind of get an idea as to what the Noble Alliance is planning. They've hired a bunch of people, Jaegers, Ouroboros, and then the other Imperial Liberation members to kind of have this Noble Alliance, you know, really continue to push to take over Erebonia as a whole. And then it seems like they're not gonna worry about Crossbell right now. The ions, everything that's currently going on Crossbell, they're gonna worry about that later. So that's gonna be it. So next time, I guess we will start on chapter 1, and then we will move on from there. So that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.